लॉ स्ट्रीट भारत, राष्ट्र के हित में।
I think listing has been a real problem in our court. Justice Lalit, my distinguished predecessor, has taken very concrete steps towards making a more transparent system. I propose to continue that, build on the work which has been done very ably in a short tenure by Justice Lalit. We need to make the listing of our court transparent, objective, and perhaps my aim is to employ technology so as to remove the element of the human interface in the listing process. Because all discretion tends to become a discretion which is capable of being, perhaps not being employed properly. So lawyers pointed out to me the defects, the process of verification, the process of removal of defects. We've already started working on it, and we are trying to prepare SOPs so that it should not be dependent on who is the Chief Justice. I think it's also important that we institutionalize these processes. So it should not die down when 2 years down the line I'll be on this podium bidding farewell to you. It must be a part of an institutional mechanism. So I believe more than just dealing with ad hoc solutions to our problems, it's more important that we institutionalize our approach to the problems which the bar faces, whether it's in terms of listing, elevation of the members of the bar. As Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court, I had the signal pleasure of having brought several judges of the High Court from the bar of the Supreme Court. I do believe that, lawyers land up practicing in the Supreme Court sometimes as a matter of fortuitous circumstance. It's never by design. Where you are is sometimes just a product of your circumstances. Somebody comes here to study law and then you settle down here and you become a member of the Supreme Court bar. I don't think many of us can say, well, I designed that I should be here as a member of the bar. Something which I can let out by way of a secret, which is that so many of us, when a young lawyer appears before us, the instinct which you have as judges who have come from the high courts is to say, is this person not good enough for being appointed as a judge of the high court? And I have my own list of lawyers which I have in my mind. I'm sure all my colleagues have that. And I've been constantly mentioning those names to the Chief Justices who have preceded me. And I'm sure that the Supreme Court, which has some of the best young minds in the country, would really be able to contribute very greatly to the enrichment of our high courts, so long as we balance, of course, the needs of the high court lawyers also to be considered for appointment. So this is really an ongoing process which we will follow. I think the chief problem which we have today is of judicial vacancies. There are 25% of the posts in the district judiciary today are vacant. 30% of the sanction strength in the state judiciaries is vacant. And of course, we have a few vacancies in the Supreme Court as well. I have laid a great amount of stress on technology. That's not because I have interest in technology, because I genuinely believe that technology can be a source of inclusion. But we have to also ensure that technology does not become a source of exclusion. We're about to launch into e-filing for the Supreme Court. Now, let me tell all the members of the bar that the reason why we want e-filing is not to make some, hi-fi, modern method of filing in the Supreme Court. We are conscious of the fact that everybody who is in the Supreme Court is not at the tip of the pyramid. You have among the best who earn the highest fees, but you also have the massive base, the pyramid, the base of the pyramid, where lawyers earn small fees for the purpose of their daily existence. We are conscious of that. So we are also conscious of the fact that many lawyers may not have access to a good computer or access to the internet. So one of my missions has also been to ensure that those who do not have access to technology must reach out to the members of the bar, just as it must reach out to citizens. It's not the other way around. So there should be no exclusion on the ground of technology. So all in all, I must tell you that this is really going to be a collaborative effort between the bar and the bench.